Rousey a narcissist?
We need to know. Right here on Inflammatory Talk. The greatest show on Spreaker. Hands
Absolutely.
down. No loops here. All live.
Yes, no loops, all live. And I got into quite a tiff with a woman. I don't know if it was a woman or a man because her name is Jamie. We'll just call them Jamie. We won't use their last name. But it was quite a to-do on...
it sure was.
Yeah, and I think it might have been Ronda Rousey in secret.
I hope so. And I hope she's listening.
Yeah, and it sounded like her, by the way. It absolutely sounded like Ronda.
You mean the words were channeling Ronda Rousey?
Yes.
I mean, you could imagine her saying these words.
Yes.
Oh. Well, maybe we could do a read-through of these.
Absolutely. And then a quite small comment. But I would like to hear other people's comments because I think, Muhammad Ali passing away, it's just kind of sad that she's put up to the same category. Even though Muhammad Ali said inflammatory things, he certainly didn't come across with his behavior the way that Ronda does. Like I said, Ronda comes across as very self-absorbed and extremely narcissistic. Probably one of the more narcissistic younger celebrities. There are some older celebrities out there who exhibit narcissistic behavior. But I think that Ronda is certainly one that does. And this actually sounded like Ronda, or a person who is so obsessed.
So how did the conversation start?
Well, you read some of it, but the conversation started with, and it was a comment, this guy named Anders said, Ronda is a spoiled little brat and an attention whore.
Yes.
The only attention she'll get from now on is from people that can't wait to see her get knocked the fuck out.
Wow.
And yes, that was, and then
got a lot of thumbs up, 6 thumbs up. So
yeah.
Anna Hernandez then is the next person to chime in, right?
Yes.
So
what the hell? What have you ever accomplished? An average person with no goals that just gives you this urge to post shit on YouTube. Wow! Please tell how you can be a greater achiever than her. Ha ha! Pathetic UFC sofa fans. They are just fucking hilarious. Can't even do 10 burpees without puking. And you run your mouth while chewing potato chips. Go suck a fat one.
Go suck a fat one.
And then
now we get to where the argument begins.
Yeah. Then this person named Jamie. I'm not going to mention their last name.
Right. This is just Jamie posting.
You can read from her.
Yes, Jamie Isles. I'll say her name. I'm not afraid. Anna Hernandez. So she's commenting to Anna. Best comment ever. Well said, Anna.
Mm-hmm. Yes. And then me, I say, why do you show such strong support for someone who shows very strong narcissistic characteristics?
Because we can. If it bothers you, tough.
That's a childish argument.
So what? If you don't like my opinion or belief, then cry about it somewhere else. You're the one who came to me, not vice versa. You can either bitch about it or fuck off. Simple. Have a nice day.
Now, I just lost my... Oh, damn it. Now I got to go over the whole comments again. Sorry, folks.
Well, you're talking about... You're at...
Oh, well, when I was reading it. Oh, this thing got over here. Okay. Uh, I wouldn't cry even if I was being raped and semen was shooting out my nose. And as for Ronda, she is a public figure who exhibits very narcissistic behavior. And if you want to keep giving her narcissistic supply, go ahead. But I reserve the right to call you out on it.
Thanks. I will continue to give her endless support and praise. You keep on believing what the media feeds you and what you see of her through the camera lens. A lot of her charity work and teaching teaching judo to kids never receives any publicity. And also, I have the right to say to you what I like and will continue to do so whenever you call me out. My opinion will never change just because you don't like or approve of what I like.
The camera lens also shows her actions and her behavior. Muhammad Ali, who had been known to say inflammatory things, was a person loved around the world, I should have said. Ronda does not even come close to the class he had. Perhaps Ronda should learn a little about the Bushido Code, another Japanese art.
Unfortunately, the camera does not show both sides of her. I know the positives of her and also the negative. Unlike yourself, I then choose the positive. I do the same with Muhammad Ali, Tiger Woods, Mike Tyson, Floyd Mayweather, etc. All those examples are much worse or have committed much worse or have negative flaws than Ronda has, but they are champions, legends, heroes, etc. So you have made your choice with Ronda, and I have made mine.
Okay.
Now we're wondering if this Jamie could possibly be Ronda Rousey.
Yes. Okay. But do you believe Ronda is a narcissist, or at least shows very narcissistic behavior? If so, how can you praise that?
Well, Mr. Midnight Movie, wow. It is truly amazing and a little sad that me being a fan of hers is actually getting to you. Smiley faces. The real question is, why do you give a shit? Now I see what you're talking about. Why does my opinion bother you? You are you are not a fan of hers, and yet that doesn't concern me at all. But for some reason, your mental fragility is allowing you to be bothered by my belief or opinion. That is a little sad, really. I won't answer your question, as you already have your own answer. Now, a sane person would accept this and move on. P.S. I still love Ronda Rousey. Or P.S. I still love myself.
Oh, shit. Why am I laughing so hard?
I still love me.
Nothing you could do shall ever get to me. Oh shit, I should have said put your opinion up for public display and then get butthurt when people have a different
idea.
When people differ with you. So keep defending your favorite narcissist, and thank you for giving me the last word. Keep being childish. Goodbye.
Well, not so quick, Mr. Min. You came to me. You were affected by my you were affected by my comment. You wanted to know the answer to a question that you asked. You are the one all butthurt because you don't understand my support of her. You need to accept that other people besides yourself have an opinion you may not agree with. You need to accept that, or you can continue to bang your head against the wall. Makes no difference to me one little bit. Thanks for contradicting yourself about who is butthurt when you kept at me again and again because you don't understand my opinion. Bye-bye.
Very childish. Thanks again for giving me the last word.
By the way, Do we have a link to the show somewhere? I'm trying to.
What's that?
I want to get a link to this show so I can throw it in this chat board.
Okay.
Spreaker. All right, so where are we at here? We're getting towards the end. Mr. Midnight Movie. Yep. Childish of you that you can't let go. Thanks for confirming everything I assumed about you from the very first post. Your turn.
You seem to be a person that lacks objectivity and conflict resolution. It's sad. It's sad the lack of It's sad the lack of critical thinking skills you seem to have.
Dude, I'm not kidding. I'm pretty sure this is her.
I'm almost because you look on the thing. You look on her thing.
Yeah.
You click on her post, and it says, "Still my champion." I mean, so. And this is, Jamie hasn't shared anything with you. People are more likely to share with you. Okay, I'm not going to add her in my circle.
There, I just added a link to our podcast right in the next comment below that. Okay. So maybe Ronda can come and check out our show. I actually would be amazed if we could pull Ronda Rousey and get her on the show to argue narcissism with you.
Well, like I said, I think she does exhibit very self-absorbed.
Why? I don't know as much as you, so explain to me.
I mean, you know what? For me, she comes across as very vindictive.
Now, what's her story, first of all? I don't really know much about her, so I'm...
Well, I mean...
I'm claiming ignorance.
She was a silver medalist. I don't know everything about her, but what I see of her, she was a silver medalist.
I remember that.
Yeah, in the Olympics, and I forget what year, but she seems to be a very self-absorbed person who's very vindictive, and it's just like I think she overblows things. I think she over-dramatizes things, and it's kind of, in my opinion, someone who's a drama queen, who really takes things really to heart and takes things more than they should. To me, it's just not the way that a champion or the way is something that we should look up to, and that takes nothing away from her skill. In the octagon, although she has been ducking Chris Cyborg for as long as I can remember, or who they call Cyborg. I don't remember her full name, but I think she's a
chick named Cyborg.
Her name is Cyborg. Yeah,
that's scary.
Yeah, she is scary.
Nice.
But she's probably one of the best. One of the better fighters in her division, and she doesn't exhibit the same type of vindictive, foul behavior that Ronda Rousey does. And you know what I mean? A lot of women get these examples of women who aren't very noble and say, if I were a man, I wouldn't... you're acting this way to me. If a man does it, it's okay. No, it's not okay. Your behavior is not okay. Okay, your behavior wouldn't be okay if you were a man, just as you were a woman. I remember that horrible chick, Shannon Doherty, used to say, people call me a bitch because I'm strong-willed. No, you're an asshole. And your behavior is asshole-like. And I think that they got to be called out on that. And people who worship people and don't call them out on really foul, nasty behavior, it says something about her fans. This woman had literally no objectivity. You don't have to see that much of her to know that she doesn't have, that Ronda Rousey has very poor critical thinking skills and very poor conflict resolution. She's not. She's like I said. She's a person who holds a grudge, and she's a very vindictive, very mean, nasty person. And that, to me, is a sign that she's really into her own self and doesn't have much objectivity when it comes to certain matters. And I don't know, and I'm no psychiatry major, but that's what she seems to me. She seems like
Mars is the first woman ever to win a gold medal at the World Judo Championship, doing so in 1984. She's also the mother of former UFC Women's Bantamweight champion Ronda Rousey. Further, she may be the most vocal critic of Rousey's coach, Edmond Tarverdyan. Ahead of UFC 193, DeMars ripped Tarverdyan, saying, "I think Edmond is a terrible coach, and I will say it publicly. I think he hit the lottery when Ronda walked in there." That was about the nicest thing she said about Tarverdyan. She also said that she hated Tarverdyan and that she would run over him with my car if there wasn't a law against it. He's like the most worthless human being God ever put on this earth. After DeMars had made those comments, Tarverdyan and Rousey both refused to comment publicly on what DeMars said. Well, DeMars is back at it again. Appearing on Submission Radio, DeMars once again spoke out on Tarverdyan, commenting on Rousey's loss to Holly Holm at UFC 193.
I predicted in advance Ronda trained with an idiot. She trained with an idiot who's a fraud. I would be shocked to find out if that guy had any record at all.
DeMars later encouraged her daughter to change gyms.
She needs to train at judo. She needs to get away from some egomaniac fraud and be herself. So, yeah, I mean, I think if she changes, if she changes and translates, she's an outstanding translator.
Tarverdyan tells TMZ Sports he can't focus his energy worrying about what Ronda's mom thinks. He's got more important things at hand, like training her for her Holly Holm rematch. It's just her opinion, Edmond says. I'm just here to train Ronda, and it really doesn't matter. Ronda knows who I am, I'm her trainer, and that's really about it. Rousey has never given any public indication that she was upset with her coach, and she's made it abundantly clear that she backs Tarverdyan despite what her mom says. Rousey is currently working on projects outside of fighting, but she expects to face Holm in a rematch before the end of 2016.
Very nice. That was earlier in February this year.
Well, this Jamie person, I found out what gender they are, is a male. Yeah. And it seems like it could be a male disguised as a female known as Ronda Rousey.
Could be. We just don't know.
No. But I'm just surprised that she has as many fans as she does. It's kind of shocking. Oops. Damn it. Yeah, God damn it. I'm getting upset with my own computer right now. Here we go.
All right.
And then I'm going to post that up. But like I said, I think that...
There we go.
I think... What are we listening to now?
I'm just getting a picture of her to put up on our page.
Yeah.
Let's see. I think I got it. There we go. Good.
Yeah. Well, I think that she is like I said, I think she shows very narcissistic behavior. And I don't know if there's ever going to be a change in her. But I have seen changes in people when they see their own behavior and they're able to take a step back from it. And there is a part of me that hopes she's able to do that. But, with her, maybe you never know. Anyway, I'm going to go to Betty Bye.
All right, so we also are going to line up a interview with someone named Wanna Be Good.
There we go.
Good. She's a comedian on YouTube, so I'll be connecting with her. We'll get a plan together. We'll all have a chat. Maybe about Ronda Rousey.
That will be great.
All right, let's wrap it up.
All right, later on. All right, nighty-night, everybody.
That's it. That's a wrap.